I decided that I'm gonna make another chaos bed. Let me tell y'all why. I want to be more intentional about taking care of my garden, and I ain't speaking for everybody when I say that we do too much. Cause I know some of y'all probably gonna say, "Nah, you do too much, not me." Hey friends, welcome or welcome back to another video. Y'all, I've been missing in action, but I still been out here in the yard working, doing this, doing that. Yesterday I actually came out here and did me a harvest. So this is what I harvest. I got quite a few beans, and I'm gonna take y'all over to the bed where the beans are at, because I want to tell y'all my plans for that. And then I got, my little random okra. And I was able to harvest this teeny tiny, yes, this teeny tiny cucumber. Now, I did harvest two other cucumbers and I ate those already. And I'll put a picture on the screen so I can show you what those look like. Those were my bigger ones of the two. But this little baby one, I was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and harvest it because it was staying the same size for a good little minute. Now, my cucumber plant does not look the best, y'all. So actually, I'm about to start another cucumber seed. I know what y'all thinking, girl. It's the end of September. You really about to start some more cucumber seeds? Yes, absolutely. And I hope I get me a harvest from them, because when I tasted that fresh cucumber over the weekend, I was like, oh my God, I gotta have some more. So because my plant does not look the best, I'm gonna actually go ahead and start some more because it's gonna be the self-pollinating kind. So I want to go ahead on it, put my cover on as well. So this is what my plant is looking like, and I'm gonna take y'all off the tripod just so y'all can see. And if y'all see in this bed, y'all notice last video I asked y'all about my onions and stuff like that in this bed, and y'all was like, y'all was telling me how I know my onions are ready. So I harvested those onions yesterday. They weren't fully mature, but the reason why I went ahead and harvest them is because I really, really, really want to use this bed for my cucumber that I'm about to start. And on this side, I'm gonna add some lettuce. So I'm leaving my lavender, because my lavender I feel like is the star of the show. But I am gonna go ahead on and amend this soil. I'm gonna top it off with some Pro Mix, and I'm gonna add some true organic slow release fertilizer. That's gonna be the only thing that I add to this outside of my Pro Mix. I'm not gonna add any blood meal, bone meal, or anything like that this time around, because I just want to see how it works out for me with me doing just bare minimum less. And I've been telling y'all that I'm trying to do the very, very least for the fall to see how my garden does then. I am going to interrupt this video though, because I do have to tell y'all about a sponsor real quick. So y'all watch that real quick. Hey friends, I hope y'all don't mind if I interrupt this portion of the video to tell y'all about our sponsor for today. Thank you, Yeso, for sponsoring this portion of the video. As y'all can see, your girl got a walking pad. Yes, a walking pad. I know y'all thinking, girl, what do that got to do with gardening? But just as much as I love being outside playing in soil, I absolutely love getting me a good workout in. So when this company reached out to me, it was a no-brainer. The fact that I'm able to get my cardio in without leaving the comfort of my own home makes my heart so happy. As y'all can see, I'm able to move it around with ease. It does not require any assembly. All you have to do is plug it in, push the button, and go. That's it. That's all. And look at those attention to details. I absolutely love, love, love when companies add on a little extra oomph or extra pop to make their brand really stand out. So the LED lights add a nice touch. And as y'all can see, I'm controlling this with a remote. Yes, y'all, you don't have to keep on hopping on and off just to do the controls. You're able to control it with the remote, and it has an incline if you're feeling a little frisky and you want to burn a little more calories. Incline that thing. Now, if you're interested in purchasing a walking pad, a treadmill, a bicycle, a row machine, because they offer all of those things, feel free to use the link in my description and use my discount code SOIL01 to get $100 off your purchase. Thank you again, Yiso, for sponsoring this portion of the video. All right, y'all, let's go ahead on and get back to the video. So I'm going to do a walk around real quick to show y'all what everything is looking like before we start amending this soil. Some of my stuff looks absolutely horrible. It does. It does. But I ain't worried about it. I ain't gonna worry about it. So y'all don't worry too much about it either. So this is what my cucumber plant is looking like. As y'all can see, we got some raggedy looking leaves. I've been cutting the leaves off as much as I can, but sometimes I miss a few, and I don't like digging my hand in there, if I'm being honest, y'all, because I still see them little red like ant looking things inside of the plant. So I just don't like putting my hand in there. I'm just being real with y'all, and I don't want to cut the wrong thing either, but I am going to come through and prune that stuff off because I still want my plant to produce, but I just want to give myself a little insurance. So I still got the little powdery mildew going on. And then I got another cucumber. Like I I still got cucumbers coming in. So like I got this one that's coming in. I got one right here. And the reason why this got soil on it because it was actually laying down in the soil, and I had to, you know, kind of rig it up here so it can not get any extra disease going on. And then I got some more cucumbers. So this plant is very prolific. Then I got another one that's a nice size right there. So yeah, it's very prolific, this variety. This is a Space Master 80 variety for those of you that are new here and don't know that. And then as y'all can see, I got more powdery mildew on this side. So yeah, I just wanted to show y'all real quick what the cucumber plant is looking like. Yes, I have been harvesting from it. I only harvest 3 cucumbers from it, but I feel like that's still a good amount, and for it to still be producing as well. And then I got my self-pollinating variety right here. Now, my other self-pollinating variety that I had on the other side, a bug or something came through and ate it. So I just have this one, but I noticed this one has not been touched, and I hope it don't get touched. And it's right by the deal. And then, of course, I got my sunflower right here. That's growing slowly but surely. And this is the one I was just telling y'all about that got decapitated. So, yeah, there's that. Now, I always got to brag on this basil because y'all know I was about to give up on it. So, it's doing very, very well. I keep having to come out here, though, and cut the flowering off of it because, like, the top want to keep on trying to flower. So, I keep coming through and cutting that off. And our shishito pepper plant came back for vengeance because it must have heard me talking about it in that other video, and I was saying I'm about to get rid of it. And baby, this thing is loaded with flowers and it's loaded with peppers coming through on it. So I am very grateful and happy for that. I'm gonna let this shishito plant stay until it can't stay no more. So I'm gonna get as much as I can from it. But yeah, it's doing its thing. That one is actually ready to harvest, ready to be picked. Look at nice size on it. But sometimes I just leave them on here to let them get red. But this plant is doing amazing. And all I did to this plant, I'm going to tell y'all, just in case somebody is new here, all I did was amended the soil. That's it. That's all. So if y'all got a plant that's struggling and y'all got time to come through and amend your soil and watch it come back to life. Well, I'm going to say at least that's what it did for me. And then I also got to tell about my rice. A few people was asking me, how do I know when the rice is ready to harvest? So I've been doing quite a bit of research, y'all. What I learned is it takes a long time to process rice. And I was like, Lord, what did I get myself into? But I'm excited to see what happens with it. I'm very excited to go through the harvesting process and the process of removing the hulls and stuff like that. But it's going to take a little minute for me to do that. It's really not the growing that's the hard part. It's really the harvesting that's going to be the hard part. So I'm about to show y'all, give y'all a little up close and personal look of it, and basically tell y'all how do I know it's ready to harvest. So once this rice is ready to harvest, it's going to start leaning over. So y'all see how this piece right here is leaning? No, it's not rice on this, but it's leaning because that's how the rice is going to look once it's ready. It's going to become brown and it's going to start leaning over. So basically these little pods where the rice is coming from, that's what's going to start leaning. So that's how we're going to know it's ready to harvest, ready to rock and roll. As a matter of fact, this one on this side got actually starting to turn brown a little bit. Y'all see the brownness on that? This one is just about ready. So it's going to start leaning and the grain is going to become heavy, and that's what's going to make it lean, and that's how I know, hey, it's time to harvest that bad boy. So yeah, I'm excited, y'all, to see what happens with it. Yep. But that's the update on the rice. Now, I'm going to show y'all my green stalk, but y'all don't talk about it. Because this green stalk over here is going through it. It's down bad. Y'all remember my pepper plant that I showed y'all in the last video. I didn't do anything. I didn't come out here and try to take care of it. I didn't do nothing. I just let it die down and go on to glory. So I do plan on pulling this. I'm not doing any pulling today. I'm going to do that over the weekend because I really just wanted to get a video out. So I'm not doing any pulling, but I do plan on pulling this. And I plan on getting rid of these strawberry plants that have died on me. And the reason why they died, y'all, is because I got them like literally in that direct sun, and it's been so freaking hot. But we're supposed to get some form of relief this weekend. When I say relief, I mean like in the low 80s. It's supposed to be this weekend. So we're going to see what happens. But this is what the green stalk is looking like. And I promise y'all, I'm going to come through and take care of it and do some TLC and maintenance on it this weekend. And I'm going to definitely, I don't know if I'm gonna record that or if I want to go live with y'all. But I don't know. I be trying to read the comments and stuff when we go live together, so I might just do a video on that and then just schedule a separate live. And then we got this Black Beauty eggplant that's right here. I just put that in here because it was a free seed, and I was like, you know what? Let's see what happens with it. This the other one on this side. This one not doing as good as that one is, but hey, it's here. And then I still got my green bean plant that got towed up by the caterpillars. I still got it hanging on, and I still got a few green beans on it. But I feel like these they don't have any pods in it. I'm feeling it, so it's probably gonna get added to our chaos bed. And I'm gonna show y'all that as well. My plan with the chaos area, that's what we're about to walk over to now. Since I harvest all those green beans off my plant yesterday, I decided that I'm gonna make another chaos bed. Let me tell y'all why. Because I just like the thrill of being able to have these little, ooh, there go this, then germinated. Ooh, what is that? You know, without doing all the extra guesswork. Like, I feel like I use my brain enough throughout the day when I'm working. I don't want to use my brain too much when I'm in the garden. So that's why I decided that I'm going to make this other bed into a chaos bed. And when I show y'all, do not judge me, okay? Because it looks an absolute hot mess, but it's okay. This is the bed that our green beans were in. So some of them I did not pull up as far as the bean plant go, but some of them I did. And I took my onions that I harvested yesterday and I just cut them up. As y'all can see, I got full blown cut up pieces of onion in here. And all it's going to do is decompose down into the soil and add on some extra nutrients to it. So my plan for this as well, I plan on getting that together this weekend too. So I got a lot of busy work to do this weekend. So yeah, I'm gonna mix all that stuff in with the soil and drop some more seeds down. I don't know what seeds I'm gonna drop down just yet because I got some seeds that got sent over from Vago. So I plan on dropping some of those seeds down. I just don't know what just yet, what exactly I'm gonna drop. So that's gonna be that. And then here's an update on our chaos bed that we started together on live. So as y'all can see, our okra is doing really, really good. These two are a little bit ahead of this one here, but nonetheless, it's doing good. Our rosemary that we bought a start of, it done died on us, but it's all right, y'all. I'm gonna leave it in the bed and hope maybe it'll come back, maybe it won't. I don't know. It's probably not though, because I don't see no greenery on it except that little tiny, teeny tiny piece of green right there. So I don't know. And then I also took one of my little seedlings and I added it out here just for the heck of it. I don't know if it's gonna do anything. I got my sunflowers right here. They got a little bit of bug damage, but it's okay. And then I got my cucumber plant right there. And then I got some flowers growing right there. And I think the other little sprouts is onions, but I'm not 100% sure. Our carrots still have not germinated in this bed, and I'm perfectly fine with that. It is quite all right because y'all know I'm gonna have a green stock full of carrots, so I'm not really too worried about the ones that don't germinate in the chaos bed. What I'll do is I'll probably just add something else to that spot. So now I did come out here yesterday and I cut off some of my comfrey leaves. I did add those comfrey leaves to my green bean bed that I just showed y'all with all that riffraff going on in it. That's why I added it too, because once I get that bed settled in, all the comfrey leaves gonna do is add extra fertilizer to that bed to help the plants really produce. Now my comfrey plant does not look the best right now, y'all, because again, it has been so hot out here, and I just, I've been sorry, y'all. I'm just being honest. I've been sorry. So I feel like it's gonna bounce back though. I feel like comfrey is very resilient, and it's gonna bounce back. Yeah, but I wanted to give y'all an update on how everything is doing, how everything is going. Oh, I forgot to show y'all our other green stalk. So this green stalk don't look the best either. I guess y'all say, girl, don't none look the best right now. It don't. Look what y'all be saying, and it don't. And let me go ahead on and take this off, because I was supposed to take this off in the last video and I did not. All right, y'all, so this is what the green stalk is looking like. Our carrots, they're a little bit leaning over, looking a little soggy right now, but I feel like they're gonna sprout back up, spruce back up. I tell y'all this in every video, but Lord knows I cannot wait till we get some form of fashion of relief from this heat. Anyways, let's go ahead on and get started on this this bed where I'm gonna add my self-pollinated cucumbers in. And yeah, let me show y'all how I'm going to do that. I am very excited, y'all. In the next video, I'm gonna announce something that we've been working on with a company that we had sponsorships with. I can't give away too much because I want to announce, like, do the full-blown announcement in the next video. But y'all, please make sure y'all have your notifications turned on, because it's something that's very beneficial to the people that support the channel. And y'all know I always say I appreciate y'all more than anything. So, because I wouldn't have these opportunities if it wasn't for y'all, like, tuning in, liking the video, commenting, engaging, and stuff like that. So thank y'all. I had to stop and tell y'all that real quick too. But let's go ahead on and get started, because I'm ready to get in the house, if I'm being honest. I want to be more intentional about taking care of my garden next, like, in the fall. So I want to make sure I'm coming out here daily. I feel like in the spring when I first started, I was coming out here daily checking on my garden. But once it started getting, like, super hot, I became less and less interested in coming out here. So I definitely want to make sure I am intentional about coming out here checking on my stuff in the fall time, being intentional about doing my fertilizing like I'm supposed to, because I feel like I started off real strong and I was, like, so amped up and ready to go with everything. But once it started getting real hot, my fizzle just died down. My fizzle just died down, y'all. And if y'all can relate to that, like, if y'all have experienced that, y'all leave it in the comments. Like, what's something? Matter of fact, let's start a thread or in chat about something that you learned this year from gardening. If you're a new gardener, or something that, if you're an older gardener that's been doing it for a while, what's something that you learned in your first season of gardening that you feel like you wouldn't do again? And then what's something that you learned that you feel like you always do, or you'll continue to do, that worked out well for you? I feel like that's a nice little conversation to have in the comments for people that are just starting out, or people that's been doing it for a while that just want to learn new ways to do. Because I feel like it's people that's been doing it for a while that's always saying, like, you always learning. Like, it's never a moment where you're not learning when you're gardening. I feel like something that's going to work out for me for the fall is cutting back on the amount of products that I'm using. Like, I want to use the bare minimum, not only to save money, but just to see how my plants react to it. Because I feel like we overdo it sometimes. Like, we overdo it sometimes when we're out here in the garden. And I ain't speaking for everybody when I say that we do too much, because I know some of y'all probably gonna say, "No, you do too much, not me." I can tell y'all something that I won't be starting to do right now, is measuring these products that I be putting in there in my soil. I still ain't got a hold on doing that. Oh, something else that I learned in my first year too is amend the soil. Y'all got on me in the comments about throwing my soil out. Y'all, like, amend that soil. Do not throw your soil out. I get what y'all saying 100%, because soil is expensive. Like, especially if you buying good quality soil, it's expensive. So we don't want to waste that. And more than likely, y'all, I'm gonna use this whole bag of soil to top this off. And as y'all can see, the soil that I had in this bed already is so mulchy, like, compared to the Pro Mix soil that I'm adding now. Like, even the color of it is different, but I didn't want to waste it, so that's why I just added the slow release fertilizer to it. And I'm actually going to add some soil conditioner to this as well, because I do like the soil conditioner. And for those of you that are new here, this is the soil conditioner that I use. It's the Biofiber Beyond Peat Professional Organic. So it does not have any, like, peat moss or anything like that in it. It's just a dark consistency. Oh, and somebody asked about Tony in the comments. I done fired Tony. Tony is fired. He gonna have to get on his hands and knees to get this job back. He gonna have to beg and plead. So if y'all want to see him back, y'all better tell him he gonna have to be on some old school Boys to Men R&B type of begging to get his job back. Cause he think he can come to work when he want to come to work, not have no consequences. I gotta show him. I gotta teach him about his smartness. All right, friends. So I'm completely done adding soil, adding my little amendments well, I say amendments of it. All I added was the soil conditioner and that slow release fertilizer to it. So I'm hoping that me adding just those two really work out for my cucumbers that I'm planting this bed. And I also want to show y'all our seedlings, because I do plan on adding, I don't know if I told y'all in this in the previous clip, but I do plan on adding some lettuce to this side. I'm gonna just take them from the seedlings that we already have started, but I'm not gonna add those today because I want to put my cover together first, and that's gonna be something that I do probably between tomorrow and the weekend. Now, what I have done though, I did get me some fish fertilizer, and I'm actually going to pour it into our cucumber bed, and I'm also going to add it to our comfrey plant and our bed that's down yonder. I'm just coming through. Y'all know I really don't like adding fish fertilizer to my self-watering beds because that smell, it's like it lingers, but I don't like the way my cucumbers looking right now, so hopefully that helps spruce them back up a little bit alongside me spraying them with that baking soda and stuff. Y'all, I forgot to turn on my mic. Hold on. All right, y'all, my bad. My mic on now. So I'm gonna add some fish fertilizer to this as well. Then since I got a little bit left, it won't hurt for me to add it to my chaos bed too. Just add a little bit. Whew. All right, y'all, so before I actually dip out and end this video, I am gonna show y'all the seedlings in the garage. I feel like the seedlings are doing pretty good. I do need to up pot some of them though. That's the only thing. So I gotta rinse that out too. Oh, I forgot, I'm gonna add this to my cucumbers under the tree so it can trellis up it. I feel like I got my sunflower a little bit too close, but it's all right. I got it on there. We're gonna see what happens with it. Okay, so this is the little fan that we've been using. Sometimes we have it on, sometimes we don't. Like right now we don't have it on, but this is our seedlings right at this present moment. So our onions, the bunch of onions, they still starting off like really slow motion. I'm almost tempted to just add those direct sowed into the soil outside, opposed to trying to get them for transplants. And then these are our other seedlings. So these are the ones that's a little bit more established and a little bit more ready. So the other side of that Vago bed that I just amended the soil in, that's why I'm gonna add these two seedlings in once I get the cover good to go. And I know y'all say it's best to harden off your seedlings, so I'm not gonna harden them off for too long, y'all. I'm gonna harden them off maybe 3 or 4 days, and then I'm gonna just go ahead on and put them outside and see what happens with them and go from there. And this seedling right here, it definitely needs to be up potted or transplanted because it's starting to like exhaust its space in that little area. But yeah, that's what everything's looking like. And I started a spinach seed here. But yep, I'm excited to see what happens with everything. I think that's it for this video though, y'all. If y'all made it to the end of this video, thank y'all so much for tuning into another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and leave a lettuce emoji, since the last thing I showed y'all was our lettuce seedlings. And I'll see y'all in the next video.